if I have a signal from the Batumi, it sends it out at a full, I want to say it's 10 volts at -5 to +5. But that is generally too much. On my favorite, I think I've probably already done this before, but my favorite explanation of how that sounds is that so that I can jump a cable. So this is the STO shape output, and start off with basically a sine wave. It's not a perfect sine because it's an analog oscillator, but as you turn it, it kind of wave shapes it. So I want to get a little digital hand, which is kind of what an LFO is. Low frequency oscillator. I'm going to take this guy, I'm going to take the sine wave out, I'm going to put that into shape. Now this is going to be my level, and what I'm looking for is kind of a constant sine that's always changing the shape of the wave. Let's turn this up and see what we get. Alright, so what are we hearing? We're hearing it go from positive, where it's actually affecting the shape of this. So when it's at 0, we hear this. When it's at +5, it goes there, and then we hear the sweep from there. But when it goes to 0, this goes between 0 and -5 volts, and then back up to 0. And during that time, we don't hear any change here because it's keeping the knob right at 0, so there's nothing below it. So, in order to take that shape of that wave, and I love doing this in the Mia because it does it right in the. I love happy nerding. So yeah, in order to take that shape, what we need to do is basically shrink the size of the wave so it's less than the 10 volts because it's going from -10 or -5 to +5 volts. So we want that to go, maybe from we probably want that to go from about 1 to +5 volts, so about 4 volts. So we want to shrink that range. So up here, we've got our top knob here, which is input A. So I'm going to take this, and if we want a little bit less than halfway, so I'm going to go there, and then so now it's smaller, but it's still at the 0 axis. So when we plug it in here and we go full, it's still doing that. So what we need to do is we add offset voltage. So this is actually going to increase the voltage to move that shape up the voltage chain, if you will. We can hear it change. Boom. And now we have modulation that sounds a little bit closer to what I was hoping for. Anyway, all that to finish the sentence that I started a while ago.